Thank you very much. The gentleman yields back, and the chair now recognizes the gentleman from Texas's 33rd District for 5 minutes for questions.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. I think that we all know that nuclear's biggest strength is its steady and dispatchable power, and that's very important in Texas as we continue to experience record growth and extreme weather. And also, that what comes along with that, obviously, is demanding electricity demands. And so I'm very happy that Congress that we're working to pass the Advance Act and provide $2.7 billion in investment in domestic and uranium enrichment. I think that's hugely important. I was very proud to vote in favor of both of those efforts, and I want to continue to work to unleash American nuclear energy with the inclusion of the International Nuclear Energy Act in this year's NDAA. That bill is very critical for reclaiming American leadership in the global market and ensuring that U.S. safety standards set the global bar. But for all the talk around energy dominance, lasting dominance is only possible with public and international confidence. And I want to be clear about that. Dominance is not just about what we build here. It's about setting the global safety and security standards that our adversaries, like China and Russia, are also currently ignoring. The Trump administration's attacks on the NRC's independence threaten the very gold standard of safety that makes our technology the most desirable in the world. And so safety isn't a bottleneck to be bypassed. It is the product of what we are selling around the world. And I want to be clear about that. We do not want to erode NRC's independence and lose our competitive edge. And so I wanted to ask Judy Greenwald. I've co-sponsored Representative Griffith's efficient nuclear licensing hearing bill. This removes the requirement for the NRC to hold a public hearing at the end of the licensing process if the license is not contested by an affected party. And that makes sense, and it is supported by a wide range of stakeholders. But if we allow the administration to start cutting corners or silencing safety commissioners, then what does that do for public trust? I think that hurts nuclear. Can we achieve energy dominance if the public or our international partners no longer believe the regulator is independent?
Thank you for the question, and thanks for your leadership on this legislation. We are very supportive of eliminating mandatory hearings. That's an example where mandatory hearings where there's no issue, because if there's no issue, it doesn't make sense to have a mandatory hearing. We think there are a set of issues around this. The Advance Act addressed many of them. There are more to be addressed. So we think you can improve efficiency at the same time as you can actually maintain safety and transparency and public trust and independence. So we think you have to do both. I think it's very important that we do both, and we think that it's possible. And we certainly see the elimination of the mandatory hearing requirement when there's no issue. It just, we don't want the NRC to be spending time on issues that aren't safety significant. And so I think this is sort of our approach to energy, to NRC efficiency, is to eliminate processes that aren't helpful, but to maintain the ones that are. So I think that we can do both, and we're ready and willing and able to work with people to make sure that we get that outcome.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Ms. Korsnick, you've called for predictable licensing. If the NRC is treated like a political arm of the White House, where rules can change every election, how does that affect the long-term investment decisions of your member companies? Do political interference make nuclear projects less or more attractive to Wall Street?
I think predictability is key, not only for investors, but for people that operate and build these assets. I think that's very important. I will stress that there will be a lot of regulations that are coming out, especially starting this year. And there are comment periods available, so we do expect that there will be public engagement as these regulations roll out before they are finalized. I think that's also a very important part of the process, which is one of the ways that will maintain that public confidence.
Yeah, thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, are you back?